Hello everybody, it's Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. This video is for ages 18 and up. I am here with my Sunday Craft Talk, which is hosted by Janet here on YouTube, and she is Sugar Shine Designs, and I will leave her channel below. But today on my Sunday Craft Talk, I want to talk a little bit about my obsession with journals. Um, they could be art journals, junk journals, or whatever you call your little place that you keep notes and things like that. But I have my granddaughter, she is with me for a while, and I had to kind of rearrange some things, and I was also in the process of organizing my craft room. So there are a few craft items that were in the back bedroom. So I am trying to see what I have. So these three containers here are filled with most of the things in here are junk journals. I am really obsessed with junk journals or art journals, and I didn't know it was this bad until I pulled out these boxes. So first of all, I'm gonna take some things out of this container, which when I saw it, it brought back some little memories of the type of journals I used to make. And I do sell my journals online, and then I also sell some when I do like a craft show. But since I'm always making them, I guess I just went a little overboard with this. But this little journal here was in this container, and I don't know when I made it, but it was some years ago. So in here, okay, these were papers that I probably was going to put in a journal. But there is a lot of music note paper. I copied out a lot of this paper and just forgot about I had it. So this was in here. And some more little papers. Here's a okay, this little part. Okay, I remember what this was. It was a little class I did, and it had some little prompts. So you had little library cards where you could write your little journaling. And I had forgotten all about this, so don't know what I'm going to find in here, but I did have an obsession with these journals. And I was talking to my friend Elise yesterday, and we were discussing journals as far as, do you call them junk journals or art journals? And I sometimes call them my art journal, and sometimes they're my junk journals because they're made with different little elements and bits and pieces. So this one here has this little pocket on the front. It's a glassine bag. Added some of this little trim here, and if you have been going to Hobby Lobby a while, you know, they used to have this little trim, and it's so cute. I wish they still made it. Um, some trim, I'm pretty sure, out of my stash. And these little embellishments that I made back then, I see that I'm using them again in, you know, different little collabs. But that had a little ticket and some buttons. And here is another journal. And this one has one of my little embellishments. The paper is made with regular pattern paper, but what I did is, you can, if you could feel it, I used the little iron-on interfacings, and it makes the paper sturdy, and you could write on it or you could embellish the papers. This was some little gathered pattern paper. This little embellishment here made with one of the little Tim Holtz paper dolls. And as you can see, I did go through a vintage kind of shabby chic stage in my journaling and my cards. This is some wallpaper right here. Time clock card, coffee dyed doily, and it could be tea dye because I did both. Here's a little paper bag. I just did some sewing right there. And again, these journals have been back there, I know, some years, but it is so interesting that I forgot some of the things I had. So I'm doing an event Saturday, and I may take some of these, hopefully, if weather permits. Here's another one. These were some Hobby Lobby trims that I coffee dyed, tea dyed. These little girls off the internet, and I am pretty sure another journal is in here. This has some little different pockets. That cute little image there. These little girls. And I am always inspired by other little makers, which some of the ideas, I have, and some things are made because you see other people do it. But this was a cute one. Forgot about it. Some coffee dyed cardstock. So that one. And I don't want this to be too long, but it would probably take a whole day to show all these journals. Here's another one. A whole lot of little vintage shabby chicness on here. And at one time, this was my style, if you have followed me a while. There's another journal in here. A little pocket. One of my little embellishments. This is a stamp I have in my stash. Washi tape. A little paper fits. And I think this was a doohickey die. Some of this little trim, Hobby Lobby. Some little scrapbook paper. Here's a little pocket. Another little pocket. And I used a little tea pack. And you could also put something down in there. Another little library card in the back. And I may have to put some of these up for sale. I didn't know I had this many. Another little packet. And these are made with just little plain file folders. And I think they're just regular file folders. Fold them in half. Because after you fold them, you already have like your little pocket. So these are like I said, probably coffee or tea dyed. This one here, a little Tim Holtz flower, some little velvet ribbon. This one in here, this is some parchment paper on the outside. Just use some little primary writing paper. Another little paper bag out of a book. A little wardrobe. There's another little library card. And this probably would take me forever, but these are just some papers that I was probably going to use. This is, I think we call them trifold. And again, this is made with a file folder where you just fold it up in half and then just score it. And you have like a little book. These mail packets that we used to pass around in the office. And this was paper. It's been folded already for junk journals. It's just a lot of coffee dyed papers. Old game pieces. So this is more coffee dyed papers and things. So that was that little container. And I don't want this to be too long, so let's see what's in this one. And I have seen this one recently, but this was the cover of a journal I made last year. So I copied it and I just made another journal. And I think I showed that one. This is one it's blank right now. This came from a calendar. And these here, I was doing a scrapbook class, and I remember this was kind of right before the pandemic, and I made some blank journals for the class, and then took embellishments and different things, and they were to fill up their journal. So I'm pretty sure that's where these three came from. This is one I made. There's a pocket with looks like some recipes. This is a little vintage piece out of, there was kind of like a little package of cookbook recipes, and I don't have it with me now to see what date was on these, but these little retro women out of a recipe book. Just some little buttons and paper. This is a stamp I have, and I just stamped on different color papers. A little guest check. Some old recipe book paper. Something out of an old book. The little stamps that you used to get in the grocery stores. More recipes, some little bingo cards. And this right here is from, I think it's called Country Kitchen, a little paper pad I had. A little pattern cover. This was also that Country Kitchen, that's a little sticker. So that, here is another journal. And if you are interested in any of these, just leave a comment below. Because I really need to kind of downsize. This is out of a old typing book, keyboarding book. Out of the children's book. And this paper, I forget the pad, but it's double. I'm thinking, or did I put 2 sheets together? Okay, for that. A little Christmas one. Just made with scrap paper. Here's another one. So as you can see, I have a lot of journals, and this is not hardly half of it. I have this container, and it just has papers that I have already folded that I can put in a journal if I, wanted to make another one. Children's book paper, pattern paper, bags, more children's pages out of children's book. And then these are covers to make some journals with. Here's another cover. This one was made with a Trader Joe's paper bag, and it's ready to put some papers in if you wanted to make a journal. But I don't think I would ever run out of things to make journals with. This is a cover. And another cover. So that's what I have so far, and I'm going to try my best to stay under 20 minutes. I normally don't go that long. This was a little journal that was made with different little vintage papers. And this is one of those folders. I left that little metal piece that's, on those type of file folders. And then this was a little bag of ephemera to go along with it. So, but I am going to be bringing stuff out of my craft room and wherever I find different things. But I'm using my dining room table because as I bring some things out, I'm trying not to put a whole lot of stuff back. This little journal here I made using a crayon box, and I was inspired by Paper Pippi, who is April. She has a YouTube channel here called Paper Pippi, and then she's also on Instagram. But she made a little book using a real vintage crayon box. But this was just a crayon box that was in my stash. So I made a little journal. And I think this one is so cute. And some of these little things like this, they are from April's little shop. A little inventory tag. And then I even put a little pencil on this one. But again, this is my little Sunday craft talk about journals. And again, that is not all. So what I may do the rest of the week is, if you're interested, I will just be showing some journals in with what I have. This was made like a little composition book, little scrapbook paper in here, some little dictionary paper, music note paper, some scrapbook paper, a little pocket. This is one of the little Tim Holtz little people. And this is so cute. I can't believe I have all of these things packed up. Added a little button. And if you are old enough, the reason I put this on there, if you remember the little wool skirts that were pleated, they had the little split on the side, and they would always have these kind of little buttons. And that's where that little idea came from. And then here is another one. And I hope I did not bore you today. Some dictionary paper, music paper. This is the center of that one. Another little Tim Holtz girl. Library card. A little Tim Holtz milk cap. And now these little tickets here are vintage. I purchased these from somebody on YouTube. It's been some years ago, but April, who is Paper Pippi, I think she has some also, because I think she shared a few with me also. Um, Little corduroy tab here, just reminding you of little things you wore back in the day. So that's it for my Sunday craft talk. And again, I may do some more journal talk the rest of the week because I am surrounded right now by journals. I hope you all have a great day. And if you're interested, just stay tuned tomorrow. Have a great day. I appreciate you all so much, and I will talk to you later.